Well, good evening, guys. Welcome to today's online seminar. Shivdat, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
Yes, guys. Welcome to today's online seminar. My name is Ruchiraj. I'll be the presenter for today's seminar, and along with me, I have the guest for today's evening, Mr. Shivdat from
Hello,
Geetam.
everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, guys, can
Hello,
you guys
everyone.
hear
Welcome
us?
to the seminar.
Yes, absolutely. Guys, can you hear us? We need some responses, isn't it, Shivdat?
Yeah.
So guys, please be a little more interactive in today's online seminar so that we have the basic motivation to continue with the seminar. Okay, so guys, please respond to the questions that is being asked by us. Yes, that's brilliant. Okay, so Shivdad, we have quite a good number of attendees today. I'm sure you can see that. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes, so guys, let's have a quick round of introduction before we get started. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Ruchiraj. I am a senior GRE expert at GRE Edge and also a student welfare officer. Okay, I have been guiding quite a good number of attendees with respect to the GRE preparations and admissions for quite a good amount of time now. Okay, so before we get to know about Shivadat, let's get to know our attendees. So Shivadat, would you like to know who the attendees of today's seminar are?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Okay, so guys, let's get to know each other right away. Okay, so what you guys need to do is type in your name, your profession, and your current location in one sentence and send it across to us. Okay, we have Harshit Agarwal from IBM Gurgaon.
Oh, hello.
Okay, we have Deepak from Guntur.
Yeah, hello, Deepak.
Yes, we have Harpita who's from CGI Bangalore. Gaurav Joshi from Nagpur. We have Priyanka Batra. Sundar from
Hello,
Chennai.
Priyanka.
Yes, Priya Sebastian, who's an intern at New Delhi. Akanksha from Delhi. Sanket Joshi, B Electronics from Pune. Ashwini from Ambernath. Priyanka Batra is a lecturer. Okay.
Nice. Hello, Priyanka. It is very nice of you to attend this seminar.
Shivdat, would you like to say something to your fellow guys from Andhra who are attending today's online seminar? Something in Telugu would be awesome.
Okay, what ఈ సెమినార్ కి వచ్చినందుకు ఐ మీన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ ఐ మీన్ నాట్ గుడ్ అట్ తెలుగు సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినందుకు చాలా థ్యాంక్స్ ఇది మీకు ఉపయోగపడుతుందని అనుకుంటున్నాను థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ
Abs-
మచ్
Absolutely, absolutely. Would you like to rephrase whatever you said? Because I couldn't understand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I said it is so nice of you to come over here and listen to me. I hope that this would be useful for whoever are here and whoever have spent their time over here. And thank you very much for coming over here.
Okay, that's great. That's really nice of you, Shivdat. Okay, so let's get to know our attendees more. Okay, we have Ankita who's from New Delhi, Monisha from Chennai. Okay, we have Dr. Sumit from Nanded, Ravi Teja from Vijayawada, Nilesh Kumar from IIT BHU, Jitesh from Solapur, Sandeep, third year civil engineering student, Hyderabad, Hari Krishna from Hyderabad, Chetan working in Tata Hospital, Mumbai, Rahul from Hyderabad, Bhargav from Chennai, Sivraj from Bangalore, Abhimanyu from CRIS, Delhi, Srikanth from Hyderabad. Okay, quite a good number of attendees are from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, Shivdat. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, it is so nice of them to come over here. I mean, it is really, I feel it as a privilege that my fellow people from my state and the state beside us coming over here to listen to me. It's really an honor.
Absolutely, absolutely. Apart from that, Shivdat, we have quite a diverse set of attendees. We have guys from Delhi, Punjab, we have guys from Gujarat, We have guys who are attending this seminar from Mizoram. Okay. We have guys from Mumbai, we have
I
guys from Chennai, we have guys from Kerala. So yes, we have got a diverse set of audience here. Minakshi, who's from
it
Ludhiana and
only
is a developer. Yes, Shiva, that you were saying.
it only proves the popularity and what the vast people following GREH over, I mean, over very many sources. It proves the popularity of GRH has gone through the students and how people feel about it.
Okay, thank you very much, Shiva. That was really kind of you. And yes, we are really thankful to all the attendees of today's online seminar for being so patient, and we expect you guys to stick to today's online seminar, okay, till the end. So before we proceed, I would like to know, what are you guys currently pursuing? What is your current level? What exactly is your current occupation? Are you in your third year, second year, final year, or you have graduated from your colleges, or you're a working professional? Please let us know so that we can construct our discussion in a way which is extremely fruitful for you guys. And meanwhile, let's get to know more about the attendees of today's online seminar. Okay, well, we have Srinidhi, who's from Chennai, Zulfikar Ahmed, MSc student from Aligarh. Okay, Samrat Shinde, BE Mechanical Maharashtra. Sai Krishna says, great to listen in Telugu. Well, that's brilliant. Anshul Dhawan from Dehradun. Manoj Kumar is a working professional at Cape Gemini. Shriti from NIPER Mohali. Pooja is doing her mechanical from Dehradun. Sabiha Hassan from Saharanpur, Uttar Pradesh, and is an HR professional. Okay, that's brilliant. So, guys, welcome to today's online seminar again. I'm again really thankful for you guys to spending time out of your busy schedule and attending today's online seminar. And we promise you that we will be sharing some really worthy input that would be extremely beneficial for your GRE preparation on a whole. Okay. So before that, I would also like to know, which admit season are you guys planning to go for? Well, sure that you can also tell us, which admit season are you planning to go for?
I'm planning to go for fall 2016.
Fall 2016. Okay, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Okay, that's right. Okay, so those of you who do not know about the admit seasons that are there, okay, there are primarily two major admit seasons for the colleges in the United States or otherwise. Okay, so those are fall and spring. Fall admit season, the classes for fall admit season start in the month of August, and spring admit season start in the month of January. Okay, so the application deadlines for fall have started already, will start in a month. Okay, and the application deadlines for spring will start from the month of August September onwards. Okay, so if you wish to go for spring season whose classes start from the month of January, you need to look for the application deadlines that start usually from the month of September onwards, and for fall whose classes start in the month of August, their application deadlines start from the month of November onwards. Okay, so with this amount of trivial inputs to you guys, let's proceed with the online seminar. But before we get started, I would like to know, what exactly do you guys expect from today's online seminar? Is there anything in particular that you would like me and Shivda to discuss so that it is extremely beneficial for you guys? What is it that you expect from this online seminar and Shivdat in particular? Manoj Kumar says, strategy for verbal. Shivdat, I'm sure that you are taking notes of this.
yeah.
Lena says, reading comprehension tips.
Okay,
Pooja says, how to prepare for RC. Janvi says, how to score good marks in verbal.
okay.
Okay. How to handle AWA better, says Prince Tiwari. Akansha Dhingra says, time management.
Okay.
Okay. Strategies for RC, says Faraz Ahmed. How to score good marks in quant, says Arpita. How to prepare quants to get a good score, says Babu Nelluri. Okay, scoring better in quant. Okay, so primarily their expectations hover around almost every section that is there in GRE. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's great. Okay, so yes, before we get started, Shivdat, would you like to say something to the attendees of today's online seminar?
So first of all, I would like to welcome everyone over here who have come here, who have taken out their precious time and have dedicated it to this seminar. I believe it would be beneficial to you. I would like everyone to be interactive so that you would clarify all your doubts and make your time worth it that you are spending it over here. And looking forward to interact with everyone.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's something that is really important, and we very rightly pointed out, Shivadat. You guys need to be extremely, extremely interactive in today's online seminar because that is the only main motivation that me and Shivadat would have to continue with the session. Okay, so can you guys promise me to be extremely interactive in today's online seminar? I want responses from each one of you. Can you guys promise me to be extremely, extremely interactive in today's online seminar? Anshul says yes. Pooja says yes. Hari Krishna says yes. Sai Sandeep says yes. Teja says yes. Arpita says yes. Yes, we promise that we will answer all your questions, guys. So please be extremely interactive. And there is one more thing that me and Shivdat expect from you guys. That is, please stick to the seminar till the end of this session because in the end we have a Q&A session because of which you guys are eagerly waiting and you guys are attending this seminar. So can you guys promise me to stick to us till the end of this seminar? Yes, that's brilliant. So let me share the agenda for today's session. Okay. Well, we'll start with a brief introduction about Mr. Shivdat here and we would get to know more about his master's plan. Okay, following which we'll quickly start with the mode of preparation he had for verbal, quant, and AWA. Following which we'll have tips for GRE aspirants that he has to share with you guys, and he is extremely keen on doing that. And finally, we will end this session with a Q&A session. Okay, so guys, does the agenda sound interesting to you? Is the agenda fine and can we get started? Yes, that's brilliant. Okay, Shivadat, can we get started with today's online seminar?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so guys, let's get started with the online guest seminar with Mr. Shivadat. Okay, so guys, let's get to know more about Shivadat. Okay, so Shivadat, can you please tell us something about yourself?
Well, basically, I'm a final year engineering student. I'm currently pursuing my BTech in Visakhapatnam. So
Okay,
other than that, I'm a normal. I mean, my intelligence is just normal. I'm like every one of you who is present here, with who have faced the same problems. So generally, this is about me. And some of my likes are I like watching football, I like reading novels, and I like watching many serials. And like I'm just normal here, and I'd like everyone to interact so that we could build up a good rapport and see what we can do to enhance your all your doubts and what clarify all your doubts and end on a good note.
okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so Shivadat, following which I would like to ask you, what are your likes as in which sport,
Uh,
something that you prefer playing or something?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I love watching football. I'm a vivid fan of Chelsea Football Club.
Okay,
So
that's brilliant. Okay, any one
to
of
all
you,
the Chelsea fans
yes.
present, especially the Chelsea fans present over here, I would like to say, Blues, welcome over here.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Any Chelsea fans here? Deepika says me. Arsenal
Yeah,
says Mohit. Definitely says
yeah,
Muni.
yeah.
Yoho says Samrat. Okay, we have guys who support Barcelona and Messi here. Drogba says Balaji Rakesh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, quite a good, interesting number of football fans here. Crazy following for football. Okay, So Shivdat, over here, can you please tell us your GRE score?
Well, my GRE score is 316. Verbal is 153, and the quant part is 163 with a AWA score of 3.5.
Okay, that's brilliant. Oh, Shivadat, on behalf of GRH, I would like to give you a huge round of applause. Okay, brilliant
Th-
stuff, man. And I would like to confess something. We are extremely, extremely proud of your feat. Brilliant stuff. Congratulations.
th- Thank you very much. I would like to thank the GRE team who have helped me with this, and I mean, it would not have been possible without you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shivadat. Well, Babu Nalluri congratulates you. Pooja congratulates you. Ashwini, Deepak, all of them congratulate you for your brilliant
Th-
score.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, so guys, let's get to know a little more about Shivadat. Shivadat, so could you please tell us something about your school life, as in from which school are you, and
Well,
how were the school days
basically,
like?
oh yeah, yeah. Well, basically, I'm from Loyola Public School, which is situated in Guntur, that is in Andhra. So basically, coming to my school, it is a Jesuit school, which is no generally the Jesuit schools are known for their discipline and whatnot. I mean, the school life was very strict as per the academics are concerned. But there is one thing which stands out in my school life is the sporting activities. Our school was what spread over a area of nearly 110 acres. So we used to get a lot of sporting time. I mean, we have like lots of football, what activities being conducted in school, cricket. So what every day we used to look up to the time 3:50 to 5:30 in the evening where we used to get to play various sports. I mean, that was the best time of my life. I mean, after that, after the schooling, there was no much physical activities concerned with me. But whatever physical activity I had in my life, it was in the school days, which was the best days of my life, I would say.
Okay, that's brilliant. So this usual tendency, Shivadat, that we usually start becoming a little more lazy after we join our colleges, isn't
Yeah,
it, guys?
and these days, I mean, these days the work and the education system is concerned. I mean, it's become more competitive, and we are forced to give up on few things to get what we want. So,
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, we have one of your fellow schoolmates here who is attending today's online seminar. Deepak is from
yeah,
your school. So would you
Guntur
like to say
itself.
something to Deepak?
Yeah, Deepak, hi. First of all, thank you for coming over here and listening to me. I mean, it is a pleasure to have you over here. Thank you for coming here.
That's great. That's great. Okay, so Shivdat, well, following this, let's get to know a little more about your college. So, which college are you from, and how's your college life, and any fond memory of yours from your college days?
Well, right now I'm in my final year of my BTech, so the college life is still going on. So
Okay.
as in any college, any what everyone's college life, there's 4 years. The 4 years of your engineering or your what degree or whatever it may be, those are the best years of your life. I mean, you do lots of fun stuff. You do lots of what notorious things. I mean, you tell stories to people, you fake what attendances. These all are part of this life. I mean, it is the last phase of your life where you get to be yourself without any responsibilities or anything else. I mean, you get to be you, where you can have your lots of fun. And I mean, it is an important stage of your life where you need to build up your career. But other than that, this part of the life is one of the turning points where you have to become a little mature after this. But until here, you can have the what lots of fun, friends. I mean, it is all a package where you need to enjoy it to the fullest, I guess.
That's indeed a very very honest reply, and I'm sure that you guys are having a brilliant time back at your college days. And those of you who have finished their college life, I'm sure that you guys would be missing your college days to a very large extent. I do miss my college a lot. So let's get to some serious stuff here, guys. So let's ask Shivadat, why does he want to pursue an MS in the US? So Shivadat, yes, your answer to this question.
So basically, first of all, the main reason of me pursuing the MS in US is because of my cousins or sisters over there. I have a couple of sisters who have already gone there, and right now they are doing their job. So the input which I received, like they told me that the education system until which we are faced, I mean the BTech or the engineering which you do in India, there, I mean you may have all the facilities, but there is still something lacking. I mean you may not have the right amount of exposure. I mean here you meet a lot of people who have a similar amount of mindset. I mean they come from similar backgrounds like +1, +2, preparing for all the competitive exams, and they come to here about for the engineering. But as in there are people coming from various backgrounds where you get to interact with people from various countries, and you get to know how each one actually thinks. I mean you get to know their thinking levels, their mind, what how do they deal with the problem. And other than that, there is a lot of exposure, I mean research activities going over there. I mean there is a good amount of facilities, infrastructure, as well as you have highly qualified faculties. And then most importantly, the amount of importance they give for research is very important. I mean, you have a strict amount of research going in every university which you look at. So these are the basic things which drove me. And other than this, I believe that the basic studying, I mean, starts from the third and the final year of the engineering. I mean, other than that, or the before part only provides you the foundation which you are going to learn. And the major things which you learn, which would be useful for you in life or which you actually implement, you learn it in the final third year and the final year, and as well as in the further studies which you go for, as in MTech, MS. So these are the things which made me to go for this MS in US.
Okay, that's brilliant. I'm glad that you have such clarity about what you exactly wish to do and why exactly do you wish to do. Okay, so Shivadat over
Yeah.
here, I would like to ask you one question. Which stream would you be specializing in?
Well, I would be specializing in data sciences, which is a part of computer sciences.
Okay, that's brilliant. Any particular reason why you wish to specialize in data sciences?
Well, data science is a relatively new technology which is being used by various MNCs. I mean, these days, all the multinational corporations are going for this cloud form of storage, and they are depending on analytics. I mean, they are depending on analysts to what predict the outcomes, which is being the most important part of every corporate office or the world. So basically, the analysts are doing many what the major work here. I mean, you take a data analyst or data scientist, there is a scope for him to what do his research, or I mean to implement his knowledge. He can predict earthquakes, or he can predict the landmines, or he can predict the gas where it is being formed. I mean, data sciences particularly have a wide amount of what you call applications which can be put into use. And this stream, being relatively new, helps in lots of there is a lots of research possible. I mean, still the stream is young, so you can explore the new dimensions, or you can make new discoveries in it. And I believe this stream is going to stay for the future. I mean, it is relatively new, but it's going to stay for a very long while, providing you with lots of job opportunities, as well as the most important part is there is going to be a lots of extensive research which is going to be going in this field.
Okay, that's brilliant. Well, Shivadat, I would like to ask you one question that is being raised by two attendees of today's seminar. That is
Okay, yeah,
Deepika
sure.
and Shalini. Okay, so they are asking,
Yeah.
which is there any one particular university or a dream university that you have or you wish to get into?
I would like to get into North Carolina State University.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so guys, over here I would like to ask you guys, how many of you wish to do a master's in data science? Any one of you who wishes to play with a lot of data and wish to pursue a master's in data science or specialize in data science? Okay, Sri Govind says me. Okay. Abhimanyu says me. Radhika Rao says yes. Akansha says yes, me. Okay, Shalini says in big data. Hmm.
Yeah,
Teja says cloud computing.
yeah,
Count me too, says Mayank Sharma. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so guys, over here, I would like to ask you, how many of you have a dream to get into NCSE, or let me make this a little more broader. Which is your dream university? Which university do you wish to get into, or which is your dream university? Okay. Hari Krishna says ASCU, Gokulnath says UCLA, Jitesh says USC, Radhika Rao says NCSU, similar to yours, Shivdat.
yeah.
That's great. CMU says Akshay, Texas A&M says Ayush, UIUC says Ahmed Khan, Georgia Tech says Manoj, Stanford says Pooja. Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so guys, you never know that one fine day, one fine evening when you guys are hovering around in your dream university campus, you might find Shivdat there. So please do not forget to greet him. Wouldn't that be an amazing feeling, Shivdat, to find one of the attendees coming up to you and telling you that, hey, I attended your online seminar and because of your worthy inputs, I am here. Thank you very much. How would that feeling be like?
Well, that would be what actual privilege if someone would come to me and say like this. I mean, it would mean a lot. I mean, you feel lots of satisfaction that your inputs have helped someone nurture their future. I would
Okay.
be blessed to have someone come to me and give a statement such as that.
Okay, so just to make sure that your inputs are getting counted, we will move on to the next segment. That is the most important segment, or the crux, if I may put it across in that way. The crux of today's online seminar, the GRE preparation mode of Shivadat. Okay, so guys, I'm sure that you guys have been eagerly waiting for this segment. So let me tell you something extremely important. Okay, please ask questions that is relevant to the topic that is being discussed. Okay, I'm sure that there are a pool of doubts that you guys have, and we would be having an extensive round of Q&A session. Okay, but before that, can you guys promise me to ask questions that are relevant to the topic that is being discussed? Can you guys do that for me? Because that would be better for us to move ahead with the seminar. So can you guys promise me to ask questions that are relevant to the topic that is being discussed? Well, here Shalini says yes, Anshul says yes, Shivam says yes, Ajay says okay, something related to verbal. We will take that up. Okay. Anupama says yes, Ashwini says yes. So let's get started with the way Shivdat prepared for his GRE exam. So Shivdat, my first question to you with respect to your GRE preparation is how exactly did you plan for your GRE?
Well, basically, I had made up my mind of going to the US for my MS in the
Okay.
third year itself. So I had a clear plan of when to actually start the preparation. So my semester actually ended at the end of April. So in the May, I had a span of 15 to 20 months where I was free. So I actually gave my first attempt of GRE. I scored around 304. So
Okay.
actually, when I gave my attempt was when or when I was actually preparing for the exam,
Hmm.
what I felt was I was what clear with the concepts. I was relative like there is no quant problem where you think that you cannot solve. I mean, it is only like there is something missing or you need someone to point out your actual mistakes. It was the same with verbal or the RCs, especially or RCs or whatever it may be in verbal. So these were the what basic problems which I was facing. So I thought if there was someone to actually point out my mistakes and show me what this is the thing you are going wrong or these are the places you need to improve, I that was what I was actually looking for. That sort of help I was actually looking for. So at the when I finished this attempt and I was actually wondering if I was having second thoughts of actually giving the exam the other time. So I was going through the few websites or through Facebook and stuff. I got to know about GRE Edge, and especially I got to know about the SFS which they provide for the verbal and the quant part, where the verbal and the quant SFS, what they are actually called, they would help out. They help you out by giving thorough feedback for what your performance in the practice sessions or how you are performing overall in a practice test and all. So that was when I read that it was what I was actually looking for. So I thought, let me go for it this time with GRE. So at the end of the 1 month which I have been with them, the result is, as all of you know, it has done wonders. I would especially like to thank my SFS here. It's Mr. Vignesh and Miss Saraswati for guiding me through. It was by your help that this all had been possible. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, so guys, please let us know what is your current preparation level by answering this poll. Okay, have you guys started your preparations? Not yet started, just started, middle, almost completed, completed? How exactly, and what is the status quo with respect to your preparations? Please let us know before we move on to the verbal and quant section. Okay. So yes, guys, thanks a lot for answering this poll. Okay, so Shivadat, let's get started with the
Yeah.
verbal section. Okay, so how did you go about preparing for your verbal section?
Oh, basically, verbal, what I believe is there is a lot of practice required. I mean, coming to the verbal part, let's take one by one. Coming
Yes.
to the RCs, RCs, what the problem which I actually faced was, I used to understand the passage as a whole, but when I come back to the questions in above to answer the questions, there are two options which you find they are closely similar or they have some sort of relation, and you feel that the answer should be among those two, and you have a what kind of doubt to go for which one to actually choose. So this was the part where I was having the difficulty in. So when I have actually met registered over here, my SFS have what guided me those through these learning sessions which GRE actually provided. They actually they give you a detailed explanation of how to actually choose. I mean, they give a detailed learning sessions for what the each type of questions and how to choose your options thoroughly. I mean, this actually helped me a lot because this was the main problem which I was facing. So this was kind of it happened at the end of it by regular practice. I mean, learning is the one part, and the practice, continuous practice is required because for the RCs in the actual GRE exam, you cannot take more than 2 or 3 minutes for reading the passage. So you need to be thorough, and the practice is really important with that. And coming to the sentence equivalent and the text completion, here I basically think that there are two tasks required. First task is you should know the kind of word that is actually to be inserted in the blank. In the blank space, you should actually know the type of the word. I mean, the meaning of the word or the relative word or the relevant kind of word. You should already make it up in your mind. Like as in this blank should be filled with word which is similar to what sort of this word, and then go for the options. So the problem which I actually faced was the second point which I'm going to mention. That is, I was not having the enough vocabulary. So here, GIS has got a what got an application called as WordBot. WordBot is the place where you actually get to learn new words. I mean, WordBot gives you a specific list of the GRE words. Each word has a picture relevant to it, and also provides the meaning of the word, and has synonyms and antonyms. So this strategy was the most useful than many other strategies which I followed in learning the words. I'm not saying this because I've just registered for GREH. It is actually pretty much what the best strategy until now which which I've seen. I mean, the picture actually allows you to makes the learning of words much easier than any other strategy. I mean, whatever you go, any other strategy you take up, this is not that easy to actually remember a list of words. When you have a picture in mind, at least the picture makes you sense the meaning. I mean, at least when you see the word, you remember the picture that is, I mean, pictures speak more than actual words. So this actually helped me to improve my vocabulary to what large extent, and that too very in a less time and very quite easily. So these are the few things which may be small, maybe big. I don't know what they actually are, but totally they have helped me to gain a score of 153. in my verbal GRE.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's brilliant, Shivdat. And we will take up a couple of questions related to the verbal section. Okay,
Okay.
so guys, I would request you to kindly send your questions that you would want Shivdat to answer. Okay, so I see quite a good number of people asking how many words did you learn? Okay, so yeah, your
Well,
answer for that.
actually, it was around 1,000 words which I have learned. I
Okay.
mean, there are specific word board sessions like the 5, 6, 7, which my what SFS suggested. These are the most frequent words which the GRE have recommended to read before I go through the other words. So the starting 1,000 words I have gone through. So it helped.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so any more questions, guys, with respect to the verbal section? Monish asks how to understand RC in minimum time.
Uh, Coming to the artist, the first thing is practice is very much important. I mean, knowing the language is one thing. Even the one who has a good amount of literary knowledge, even for him, the practice is required for GRE passages. I mean, you need to first thing is you need to practice more. And coming to the options, you need to rather than going for the right answer, eliminate the question options which you think they are wrong. I mean, don't you may actually first before going to the answers from the before when you look at the question, frame an answer in your mind, and then read each and every option, and then try to eliminate all the wrong options, and then finally select the right answer, even if you know the right answer beforehand. So this actually reduces the amount of error which you can commit while answering the questions.
Okay, thank you very much for answering that question, Shivdat. Well, the next question is being raised by Sri Govind, who asks, does reading editorials help?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps because when you actually go into a GRE exam, you cannot predict the material that actually appears before you. It might be the subject which you have not been in touch with. See, when you go through a subject which you have a prior knowledge about, it gives you an edge. I mean, it is not necessary you have a prior knowledge about the topic being discussed, but having read or being in contact with such topics allows your mind to have a mindset that you are familiar with the topic and makes your understanding easier. I mean, it definitely has an edge if you go through the editorials concerning various topics like human sciences, etc.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so guys, the next question is being raised by Amruta, was how many high frequency words actually show up in the exam? So Shivdat,
Well, the high frequency words, I would say, they are the ones which actually appear in most of the papers. I mean, coming to the you may have a list of 3,500 words and also or like 3,500 words, but actually there is a those high frequency words are the words which often appear. I mean, you can make out from the papers or the practice papers which other what official website that is the ETS provides. You can if you go through the practice test which the ETS gives, you find that the options are almost relevant. Those are the words which actually appear. I mean, you don't have to go through all the 3,500 words to what score a good score in a verbal. I mean, the most frequently, like the word board sessions, which by verbal SFA has suggested, the 5, 6, and 7. I mean, I felt them were pretty convenient to answer many of the questions.
okay, that's brilliant stuff, Shivdat. Well, the next question is being raised by Deepak Varghese, who asks, how did you manage to get the right answer from two close answers?
When you have two close options, read the options once again. I mean, there can only be one correct answer. So read the options thoroughly once again and go through the area of the passage where the what which is relevant to the question. when you try to elevate both the sentences, you find that one option has an error with respect to the with respect to what it is stated in the passage. And before and added to this, you need to you need to read the question that is given thoroughly. I mean, is it asking the sentence those are that is true from the passage, or that is false with respect to what is in the mentioned in the passage. So when you do these two things together, I believe that you have the right answer with you.
Okay, well, Harika here asks, did you study any editorial or magazines? If so, will you please share some of those? As in, from where did you practice for your RCs? If is what she would want to know
Um,
precisely. Is there any book that you
for my RCs, I have been I have my verbal SFA has have given me some editorial websites. So if you, I can mail you those if you want. But those really helped. I mean, it gives you the like what you call, when you see a topic, if you feel that you are familiar with it, you have a sense of confidence with you. That what keeps you driving. If you see a topic that you have never seen before, in the exam, you feel a sense of nervousness. Would I be able to answer this or would I not? So these things, having prior knowledge with respect to a particular topic always helps. And my verbal SFA has suggested me few what editorial sites which have gone through. I've read basically 1 or 2 articles per day. So that is it.
Hello, Shivdat?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So guys, with this, we shall continue with the session here. I'm sure that there are a couple of more questions that you guys have with respect to the verbal section, and we will take those questions up in the Q&A session. But before that, let's proceed and quickly get done with the session here, the seminar here, and following which we'll be having the Q&A session. Okay. So guys, next up we have a small surprise for Shivdat. That is a rapid fire round with Shivdat. Okay, so this is something that we
Okay.
usually conduct with all our guests. Okay, I'm sure that you must be aware of it, Shivdat. So you are in the hot seat right now. Okay, I shall be
Okay.
asking you a lot of questions. Okay, and here we
Yeah, sure.
would like to know how exactly do you revert with the answers, and are you able to satisfactorily answer all the questions and meet our expectations. Okay, so let me ask all our attendees here. So guys, can we get started with the rapid fire round with Shivdat? Tanaza says yes, Harika says yes, Ahmad says sure, Shruti says yes, Monish says yes, definitely says Monish, Pooja says absolutely, I'm waiting says Gokulnath. Okay, so guys, let's get started with the rapid fire round with Shivdat. Okay, Shivdat, can we get started?
Yeah. Let's get started.
Okay, so the first question for you is, okay, so before I get started with the first one, I forgot to mention the basic rules that we need to follow, as in you need to follow. First things first,
Okay.
you need to answer all your questions within 3 seconds. Okay, you
Okay.
cannot take more than 3 seconds to answer any of the questions. Second thing is you cannot be diplomatic. If you are asked a question where you have to reply either yes or no, then you have to say yes or no. Okay,
Yeah.
true or
Okay.
false, you need to say true or false. No diplomatic answers
Okay.
whatsoever. Okay, so
Okay. Great.
ready?
Yeah. Bring it on.
Yes, okay, that's the spirit. Okay, so first question to you, Shivdat, is your favorite sportsman?
Roger Federer.
Roger Federer. Okay, favorite sport?
Football.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Italy or pasta?
Pasta.
Okay, favorite section in GRE, verbal or quant?
One.
Your favorite GRE word?
Uh,
You can pass the question.
pass.
Pass. Okay, favorite author?
Oscar Wilde.
Okay, favorite book?
Memory Man by David Baldacci.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, where would you prefer walking, India or America?
India. Definitely.
Most challenging quant topic?
Geometry.
Okay. Most challenging verbal topic.
RCs.
Okay. Samantha or Kajal?
Samantha.
Okay. Favorite quant topic.
One topic, it is statistics.
Favorite verbal topic.
Uh, Text completion.
Okay, your favorite SFA, verbal or quant. And before you answer, please, I believe it's my responsibility to tell you that both your SFAs are attending this session. So please answer
Okay.
in a very clever way. Your favorite SFA, verbal or quant.
Favorite SFA is my both what I cannot be diplomatic, right?
No,
So
you can't. You have to
it
choose
is
one.
verbal SFA.
Verbal
Okay,
SFA.
verbal SFA.
Okay, I'll let your quant SFA know that you chose your verbal SFA over your quant SFA. Okay, you need not justify here, but nevertheless, the last
Okay.
question to you is one achievement that you would cherish for the rest of your life.
Well, this is the first one of many to come, but this would be the one. Like this is what the present situation which I'm in, which I'm delivering this online seminar. Especially, I would thank GREH for that, and this is one of the memorable moments of my life.
Okay, that's brilliant. We are glad that you are a guest on our online seminar. Well, thanks a lot. With this, we come to the end of rapid fire round with Shivadat. Okay, so can we have a huge round of applause for this seminar, please? Brilliant stuff, Shivadat. You were able to answer all the questions in a pretty good way. Okay, so let's get a
Thank you.
quick round of feedback from our attendees. Guys, did you like the rapid fire round with Shivadat? Pooja says clap. Okay, Gokulnath says yes. Okay. Jay Dave says nice. Okay. Quite a good number of people are congratulating. I mean, the number of responses in is so fast that I'm not able to read what the guys are writing here. Applause says Shivam. Excellent says Sonia. Great says
Thank you.
Minakshi. Okay, Samrat says Congo. That's brilliant. Okay, it was indeed a very nice rapid fire round, Shivdat, and you were able to answer all the questions in a pretty good way. Marvelous says
Yeah.
Teja. Subodh says hats off. Okay.
Thank you.
Awesome, says Nitin. Okay, so guys, with this we shall proceed with the session here and discuss about the quant section. Okay, so Shivdat, please tell us how did you go about preparing for the quant section?
Uh, so one session basically the problem which I was facing generally was the quant topics are, as you all know, that they are the quant questions basically are mostly dependent on the formulae or the or a property. So there is nothing more that you need to solve in a quant problem generally. So all you need to be is thorough with the concepts. Once you are thorough with the concepts, all you need to do is when you are given a particular question in GRE, especially the exam, there the questions in quant are very tricky. I mean, you need to go through the question the very first time you go through the question, go through it the very first time you go through it like very correctly, I mean accurately or very sharply. I mean, get to know what is asked, what is required, and in what units it is required. Once you are done with that, you come back and solve the problem very easily. I mean, solving most of the problems in quant is pretty easy. Or sometimes even when the sessions become tough, as what relatively as we know, once you go on solving the problems, depending on the percentage of problems you solved in the session one, the session two is based. So generally the problems which are said to be difficult are not actually difficult in concept wise or in the solving. They are problematic only by because they are lengthy to solve. Other than that, the basic concepts and the formulas is required to solve any kind of problem in quant. Only thing is you need to be fast with the calculations. And uh, one thing which need not to which is supposedly not ignored is you need to use the calculator similar to the one that is provided in actual GRE exams. Please do not use the calculator that is on your mobile phones or the general calculator. because there is a I observed there is a lot of time difference between using a normal mobile phone calculator to the one that is given in the actual exam. So practice using the one calculator that is given in the actual exam, because it saves a lot of time, because when the session becomes tough, you need to use that particular calculator to solve all the lengthy calculations. And when you practice doing that, there is obviously an edge which you get in the examination.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thanks a lot, Shivdat. Well, over here, I would like to take up a couple of questions with respect to the quant
Okay.
section. I'm sure that a lot of you will have a good number of questions with respect to the quant section. So please send in your questions so that I can take up and Shivdat can answer. Anshul asks, how did you prepare for permutation and combinations?
Well, permutation combinations is one of the, what I would say is one of the interesting topics. One of the interesting topics. It generally has what you are supposed to know is the difference between a permutation and a combination. So the theory relevant tools, as you all know, permutations is the part where you select and then arrange, and the combination part is only for the selection part. So if you know the basic differences, and there are a couple of formulas like NCR and NCP, you can solve any kind of problems in the as far as permutations and combinations is concerned.
Okay. Thank you very much, Shivdat. Well, the next question to you is being raised by Pooja. Well, I believe Pooja would like to know like to have some tips with respect to the DI section, the data interpretation section of the GRE
Okay.
exam. So, some tips from your side, Shivdat.
Well, coming to the data interpretation is one of the areas where you are supposed to score, I mean, out of, for data interpretation questions are generally easy, but they are a little bit tricky. When you go through the questions, go through it thoroughly in the first instance itself, and see what is required. Because don't when coming to the data interpretation, if we don't read the question properly, you do a lots of unnecessary calculations coming to what which is not required. So go through the questions correctly and calculate only the part which is required. And data interpretation questions other than that are very easy. So you need to score. This is one area of quant where you are supposed to score out of.
Okay. So, Shivdat, thanks a lot for answering the question.
Yeah.
The next question is being raised by Monish, who would like to know which
Okay.
topics should we concentrate the most on? I mean, which are the topics that, according to you, should be the
Well,
topics someone preparing for GRE should concentrate most upon?
GRE generally gives equal weightage on most of the topics, but coming to the statistics part and the data interpretation part, data interpretation for every section you will all have nearly three or four to five questions generally for each section. And for statistics regarding the mode median, this part, average mode median. So this part generally carries two to three questions on a minimum. So these are the questions you almost find frequently in every quant session. And other than that, GRE generally what concentrates equally on most of the topics. So we need to be thorough with everyone in order to score a good quant score.
Okay. Well, the next question is being raised here by Gokulnath, who's asking a pretty interesting question. Which topic you felt is hard in quants and how did you overcome?
Well, hi Gokul, first of all. And coming to quant, one of the topic which I felt tough was the properties in geometrics. So in geometry, there are triangular properties. I'm from ICSE background. So the geometry or the level of mathematics which we have is most of business arithmetic mathematics which we generally have. So coming to this part, I felt tough with the properties which I need to remember for the what triangular properties, maybe the circle properties and all. So triangular properties, especially the similarity and the congruent properties, which have the ratios, as you all know. So those are the parts which I felt difficult, but GRE provides good number of learning sessions where you can have solved examples before, and after that you have a practice session. So these all help me to gain confidence in them as well.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thank you for answering that question. Well, the next question is being raised by Anay Suryavanshi, who would like to know what was your formula of time management for the quant section.
Uh, Hi, Anay. Well, the one formula which I think everyone should follow is when you go through a question, read the question thoroughly at the first instance itself. Don't give a second reading. Don't try to give a second reading for a question. So it would reduce a lot of time. And I mean by reading it at the first instance, it should be very much thorough. I mean, you should be perfect with the first reading itself, and then you should make the calculations what is required, and you should avoid all the unnecessary calculations. So and when you solve a simple question, try to go on with it. Don't try to recheck it once again, because if you try to recheck for the simple questions, when coming back to the other questions in the section, you may have a little less time when compared to those. So when you try to do any problem, do it perfectly in the first instance itself, and go through the questions perfectly the very first time you say it. Don't try to reread the question, because it reduces lots of it wastes a lots of time.
Okay, well, with this, we come to the end of the quant section. So, guys, I believe there are a couple of questions that are left unanswered, which we shall be taking up in the Q&A session. Okay, I'm extremely sorry, but I promise that in the Q&A section, we will answer all your questions. Okay, so please do not be worried. Okay, and we shall get to the Q&A session in a couple of more minutes after we get done with the AWS section, which is up next. We shall get started with the Q&A session. Okay, so Shivadat, now we would like to know how did you go about preparing for the AWS section and what was your score?
My AWS score is 3.5. So basically, the problem which I was facing in this AWS analytical writing is there was no one to analyze my analytical writing answers. So when I was preparing on my own, so what I felt was I gave a lot of tests, but I did not know or realize if those are the right answers, or if that was the right approach to answer. So when I took up this GRE, GRE has a good method of scheduling your SFAs to contact you as soon as you register with them. So when your SFS call, they will ask you the problems which you are facing, and according to that they will schedule the timetable that you need to follow. So when my verbal SFA called, I mentioned my specifically this problem to my SFA, stating that I want her to analyze my each and every analytical writing answer and give a detailed feedback with regard to it. And the feedback which I received, my verbal SFA, Miss Saraswati, pointed out all my positives and as well as the negatives. And she did it even when she was very helpful in doing that. I mean, I used to complete a session in the late night, and she by next day in the morning I would have the feedback for that. I mean, I really appreciate that, ma'am. And coming to this analytical writing, when you have your an actual analytical writing answers analyzed with respect to the ones with respect to actual score 6 answers, you get to know what is actually required in answering. I mean, you get to know where you need to improve, and you get to know how you have actually to uh, form your answers, and what you need to make necessary changes, like you need to use the free flowing words like although, though, therefore, such simple tips which need to be followed in order to make your score if you from 3 to a 4 or 4.5. So these are some a few techniques which need to be followed, which I mean the GRH have successfully given them. So
Okay, that's a brilliant feedback. Thanks a lot, Shivdat, and I'm sure that guys are taking note of this. Well, we'll take up a couple of questions with respect to the AWS section. Okay.
Okay.
Anshul asks, how many days did you prepare for the AWS section?
Well, for the AWS session, I prepared nearly 5 to 6 days before the exam. So I used to give a practice test for issue as well as the argument each a day, and I used to have them analyzed. The most important part here is to get them analyzed. Giving out a practice test is not important. Getting them analyzed and using that feedback in order to perform in the next test is very much important when it comes to AWS.
Okay. Well, the next question is being raised by Digvijay, who asked, what was your issue topic?
Well, my issue topic, I don't actually remember.
Okay, that's okay. That's
So,
okay. Well, let's move on to the next question. Uh, well, Shalini here asks how to maintain your speed in the AWS section.
uh, well, when it comes to AWA, you need to be descriptive, and you need to be elaborate at times, and you need to be straightforward at times. So you need to maintain have a balance of where you need to in how you are stating your examples. Supposedly for an issue, you need to have your examples as thorough as possible in order to get a high score. So the first thing is obviously you need to have lots of practice with the keyboard. I mean, with the typing on the keyboard. And other than that, you should maintain that you are not going out of line with the topic mentioned. I mean, you should stay very much in the what is asked and how you are answering it. Don't go into all the irrelevance because they do not actually count. So when you try and answering an AWA issue or an argument, keep it to the what situation which is asked, and make your examples as elaborate as possible.
Okay, well, that's great. Thank you very much, Suyodhat. Well, the next question is being raised by Digvijay, who asks, did your SFAs tell you some tips for the AWS section?
Yeah. They surely did. And some of the tips were like when you are actually starting, when you are having an AWA issue structure, for example, they said they gave a tips like the first passage should contain the introduction, your opinion, and I mean, introduction with regarding to the topic. Coming to next, your opinion should be clearly stated in the first paragraph, and then the 3, 4, 5, or whatever the paragraphs in between should contain the examples which thoroughly provide support to your stance which you have taken. And coming to the last but one paragraph, you need to take a stand that is opposite to your opinion, and using that stand you need to justify the stance you have taken. And then finally the conclusion, they have given tips like you need to use the words which provides a free flow between the paragraphs, like although, like therefore, and all. And added to that, they have made me what the feedback, especially the detailed feedback, like what you need to use the vocabulary, how you need to develop with respect to the issue and the argument topics and all. It helped me a lot.
Okay, thank you very much, Shivdat. Well, with this, we shall proceed. I'm sure that there are a couple of more doubts that are left unanswered. Guys, please be patient. We are about to get done with the session and get started with the Q&A session. There are a couple of more questions that I would like to ask Shivdat, and following which I shall start with the Q&A session and answer all your questions. So, Shivdat, will we or will we
Yeah,
not answer all their questions? I wanted to hear it from you.
I will surely answer all the questions.
Okay, definitely. Thank you very much, Shivadat. Well,
Yeah.
guys, let's get done quickly with the session here. Okay, so Shivadat, I would like to know your experience like on the GRE day. What was the experience like? How was the day? What is the feeling like after you saw a boost in your score?
Well, to start with, the day was pretty much simple because I have given my test once. And coming to the GRE exam, it provides you a benefit or an edge that you can take the exam, you can retake the exam. So there is nothing to be actually worried with. because if you have not done this time, there is always a second chance with respect to a GRE exam. So the first thing which everyone who is attending a GRE exam should avoid is, or he should not have any kind of tension or anything. Stay calm, because there is always a second chance with respect to a GRE exam. So the other one that is required is, when you are actually answering the sessions in a GRE exam, stay confident. If one session does not actually go well, that it doesn't mean that you cannot actually score a good score at the end of the exam. So when you have not done one session well, try concentrating on the sessions that are supposed to come next. So don't give up when you face a session that you have not done well. Try to get the best out of the next sessions, which would definitely help you to get a good score. And with respect to what I did, when I actually got a score of 316, I saw myself there on the screen that there quant I got 163 and verbal there is was 153. So I was, first thing, I did not believe that I actually did get that score. So I recounted 153 plus 163. I counted several times before, and finally ended up getting a smile on my face and rushed out of the exam. That was what actually happened during my when I actually saw the result.
Okay, that's brilliant. I am sure that a lot of people would actually want to have that sort of a feeling after getting done with their exam. Okay, so Shivdat,
Yeah,
one last question from my side. What is the success
yeah.
mantra of yours, and is there any tips that you would like to share with your fellow GRE aspirants, as in the ones who are planning to take the GRE in the near future? So, one success mantra that you
Uh,
would like to share with them.
I mean, GRE is one sort of exam where you need a lot of practice, and your mind should be very much in there when you are taking any sort of test or you are solving a problem. So first of all, you need to stay calm during the exam and concentrate on the task at hand. It doesn't matter if you do not do well in the previous session. Do not think about the sessions that have gone by. Think about the sessions which are trying to answer. And moreover, when you are actually preparing for the GRE, uh, do a strategy or go for a schedule that you would most likely benefit. I especially I have got the what perfect schedule or perfect what help from GRE Edge. So I would recommend everyone to take up with that, and I would promise that nobody here present or registered for GREH would never go out disappointed. Everybody would love the facilities which they provide or program they provide. It is very much helpful. As I said, I was very much happy with the way things have gone for me. So I would definitely suggest GREH to everyone.
Okay, so Shivdat, thank you very much for that amazing feedback. Well, Shivdat, one last thing that I would like request you to do is one sentence. Okay, one sentence of your success mantra. That is one success mantra of yours in one phrase in Telugu.
Okay.
Because I see a lot of students here from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana who would love to hear from you in Telugu the success mantra of yours. So, in one sentence, very crisp, very precise, one sentence success mantra of yours in Telugu.
Uh, మనం వాట్ అరే మనం ఈజీగా జిఆర్ఈహెచ్ లో వాట్ జిఆర్ఈ ఎగ్జామ్ లో 320 ఈజీగా పిచ్ ఈజీగా క్రాక్ చేయొచ్చు. దేర్ ఇస్ అంటే ఐ మీన్ రాదు లేదు అనేది ఏం లేదు. 320 వచ్చేస్తుంది అంతే. విల్ డూ ఇట్.
Okay,
యా,
thank you very much. So, would you like to translate that for us, whatever
యా.
just said?
వాట్ ఐ మెంట్ వాస్ that the score of 320 in GRE is actually pretty much easy. We can easily crack it. So please go for it. That was what I said in precisely.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Shivadad. Well, I would like to take some time out and have a quick round of interaction with our attendees
Okay.
here, Shivadad. Okay, so please give me a
Yeah, sure.
minute's time, okay, so that I can
Yeah,
interact
sure.
with the attendees because I see that there are students who would like to answer a lot of questions here. So, guys, so here it's time that you guys start interacting and tell me which I have asked this once before, and I would like to ask you again. Which is your dream university, guys? Which university do you wish to get into? One university that you wish to get into. Anshul says University of Maryland. Illinois says Teja. Tamu says Ravi Teja. College Park says Anshul. University of Maryland College Park. Okay. Harika says University of Pennsylvania. Gokulnath says University of California, LA. Okay. Berkeley, California says Anay. Okay. Stanford and Cornell says Pooja. Okay. Well, guys, one more question to you is, what is that one thing you feel is the most important criteria, one of the most important criterias for getting into your dream university? One push that can actually help you reach your dream university. GRE score says Anshul. GRE score says Monish. GRE says Shardul. Well, absolutely, guys. GRE score is one of the most important criterias for getting into your dream university. Okay, so here, one last question to you guys. That is, how many of you feel that you would not be able to get through your dream university, or you feel that you are underprepared and you have your GRE exam coming up in the next few days, a few months of time? Vaishnavi says me. Rishabh says me. Janvi says me. Rohit says me, Deepak says me. Okay, so guys, you need not be worried, okay, because GRE Edge has come up with a super program called the Rapid GRE, okay. We are offering a whopping 50% off on this program, okay. So those of you who feel that you are not as prepared, and if those of you feel that the GRE score is one of the most important criterias to get into your dream university, or if I could put it across in a better way, climb over to your dream university with a better GRE score, please join the Rapid GRE program right away. We are offering a discount of 50% on this program. Okay, you can directly register for the program by clicking on the link that we are going to share with you guys, that is bit.ly/rapidgre60, and please do not forget to make use of the coupon code that is RGRE50. Okay, you would be able to get a discount of 50% once you use this code. Okay, and also those of you who wish to avail this offer, please answer this poll right away. Okay, please let us know if you wish to join the Rapid GRE program offered by GRE Edge. So the benefits that you guys enjoy with this Rapid GRE program is that you get two personal trainers. Well, Shubhadat, I would like to ask you, what was the role of your SFAs in your success?
Well, the role of my SFS was very much what intense, I would say, because they are the ones who would what continuously give me feedback for every session, every practice session which I have done, and they would constantly encourage and tell me that I would get to my target score, and they always put out the positives as well as the negatives in equal weightage to help me achieve the score which I have achieved.
Okay, thank you very much for that brilliant feedback, Shivdat. I will let your SFAs know that you have given such a brilliant feedback. They have left this session, I'm afraid. Okay, but nevertheless, I will
Yeah,
let them know, and I would honestly confess this, that we are really proud of your amazing feat. Okay, so guys,
yeah,
those
thank you
of
so
you
much.
wish to join the Rapid GRE program, you get 60 full days of valid GRE preparation, 20 GRE style tests for verbal and quant. Apart from that, you get 3 full-length adaptive tests, you get help in the analytical writing, you get a personalized study plan which has worked out for Shivdat pretty well, which is evident here. And yes, you get to interact with us in the interactive live seminars, and also you get the revised GRE word list. Okay, so those of you who wish to join the Rapid GRE program, please answer this poll right away. Please let us know if you wish to join the Rapid GRE program by answering this poll. Okay, and also you can type in NOW now if you wish to get a call from our student counselor. Okay, so here I would like to have a quick round of feedback from your side, Shivdat, on an overall perspective. How was your experience with GRE Edge?
Like I would give a rating of like 9 out of 10. I mean, it was brilliant. I mean, there was nothing about me to complain, and everything has worked out for me. What like it is as if a dream where you have a do a 30-day schedule and get to your target score or whatever. I mean, it was a dream come true.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. So those of you who wish to get your dreams come true, please join the Rapid GRE program. Okay, and we will ensure that we provide you with the right set of assistance that would help you climb over to your dream university. Okay, and also with a better GRE score. So those of you who wish to join the Rapid GRE program, please click on the link that has been shared with you. Okay, I shall be sharing the link with you again, and please do not forget to use the code RGRE50. Okay, I shall be sharing the details with you now. Okay, so please make sure that you enroll for the Rapid GRE program. This is a limited period time offer, so please do not miss out upon this brilliant opportunity and come out with flying colors after your GRE exam. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Thanks a lot for being so patient, and with this we get started with the Q&A session. Okay, so guys, if you have any of your questions that you feel are left unanswered, please send us your questions right away so that we can get done with your question. Okay, we are running short of time already, and you need not send your questions multiple times. We have gotten your question. Okay, and we will try to answer them. Ramkiran would like to know, how many hours did you prepare for your GRE? Shivdat.
Uh, it was like before the exam, nearly for the first 20 days, I was preparing like 3 to 4 hours per day. And the last 10 days, I have given more time, like 6 to 7 hours. So I mean, the preparation time was like maximum 7 hours a day.
Okay, how did you manage your college and your preparations, Shivdat?
Uh, I mean, I have a habit of actually waking up early in the morning.
Okay.
So the thing is, I have the habit of waking up around 4 in the morning. So 4 or 4:30 in the morning. So it was my regular time. So GRE Edge has a benefit of using those practice sessions at any time of the day. You have a 24/7, 24 into 7 access to the practice tests and everything. So I used to allot the time early in the morning and complete my what given day schedule. And the SFS would do the rest by giving their feedback and all, and it worked out.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so thanks you very much, Shivdat, for that feedback again. Well, Gokulnath asks, what topic did you get for your experimental section, verbal or quants?
Pardon?
Which section did you get for the experimental? So this experimental
Oh,
section that you get.
the other one was quant section.
Okay, quant section. Okay. Well, Subodh asks, would reading and writing blogs help in the AWA section? Your take on this, Shivdat?
They definitely help. I mean, everything has everything whatever you go through definitely helps you to get a better score. I mean, blogs and these are, I mean, you get to read various topics or various articles which you get to read. I mean, it definitely helps. There is nothing like they won't help, but it depends on what I mean. If you, in case you go through various types of topics for or articles which you go through, it definitely helps in letting you know that there is a familiarity of what you read and what you have actually what appeared in your verbal sections and all.
Okay. Okay. Well, Abhinav here asks, roughly how many words or paragraphs did you write for the AWA, or is the length proportional to the score? Your take on this, Shivdat?
I mean, there is a length proportional to the score. I would not say exactly there is length proportional to score, but there is a minimum number of words which is required, like 4 to 5 passages, which what is optimum, which people say. And it is not basically about the length. It is basically about how well you explain your examples or how elaborately you persuade the person in considering or in believing your stance how good your examples are. This is what that actually matters rather than the length of the essay and all.
Okay, so guys, we are about to get done with the session here. So if you guys have any questions, please send it to us quickly so that we can get done with your question. Okay, so Shivdat, I believe that attendees require a quick round of tips with respect to quants, verbal, and AWS. So one tip for verbal, quant, and AWS section.
Uh, for quant, when you are going through the questions, as I repeatedly said this through the entire session, read the question correctly in the first instance itself. Correctly and quickly in the first instance itself, because it saves a huge amount of time. It will definitely give you an edge, or it gives you an edge with respect to the time. That is for the quant session. And for the verbal session, uh, there is a lot of practice required with respect to the reading passages. Go through a lot of articles if possible. If you have a limited time, do solve as many as reading comprehension passages necessary, and go through the, if any question you make a mistake, please go through the question and check for where exactly your mistake lies, and where is it with respect to your understanding of the option or with respect to the understanding of the passage. And with respect to the AWA, uh, it is necessary that you present your ideas or examples which are relevant to the topic concerned. It doesn't actually matter if you gave a 4 or 5 passage essay and out of which 2 or 3 passages is totally irrelevant. So try to be as relevant to the topic as possible, and see to that your explanations or your examples are very much persuasive to help people to understand the stance which you have taken.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Shivdat. And with this, we come to the end of today's online seminar. So, guys, thanks a lot for being so patient. Okay, we have started getting feedback from the guys. So, guys, can we have a quick round of feedback with respect to today's online seminar? Did you guys like the online seminar, and was the seminar helpful for you guys? Rishabh Jain says yes, very much. Thank you very much. Okay,
Uh,
Tejasvi
Here
says
I would say hi to Rishabh Jain. I think he's from my school, I guess.
okay. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But yes, Rishabh, yes, Loyola, yes, yes, absolutely, yes. It was very helpful, says Deepak Varghese. Thank you. Yes, thank you, says Divita. Hemant says yes. Okay, well, that's brilliant. Okay, so Shivadat, before we end, would you like to, do you have something to say to all of our attendees and to us as well?
Uh, Well, first of all, to all the attendees who have attended, it is an honor having you here. I mean, it is an honor that you have come here to listen to me or my what online seminar, what it is. I hope it was useful to all of you for whatever I spoke, and I would wish every one of you would get into your dream universities and get your dream GRE score and go out there, and all the best, all the very best for your future. And coming to GREH, I would thank you once again for making it possible for me to achieve the score which I have achieved. And I'm really happy with the way things have gone for me with GREH. I mean, I'm very thankful to you people. Without you, it would have not been possible. And thank you very much.
It's an honor. It's an honor, Shudad, and well, to be honest, again, we are extremely, extremely proud of you. Okay, whatever you have been doing, it's brilliant, and we are sure that you would be able to reach your dream university and make us and our nation proud. Okay, thank you very
Yeah,
much,
thank you.
Shudad. And yes, thanks a
Yeah,
lot, guys. Thanks a lot for being so patient. Well, I am sure that you would be able to reach your target GRE score and your dream university, and again make us and the nation proud as well. So with this, I, Richard Bhardwaj, would like to sign off saying happy learning with GREH. Thank you very much.
bye everyone. Thank you.